So Ground War is by far the most fun I've had in Modern Warfare thus far. So from everything, from the gunfight mode to the 6v6 to the 10v10, Ground War is the best thing in this game. It is. I've really been playing it for a couple hours now. They added it last night, and I played it a ton last night, and now I'm hopping back on it this morning, and holy shit, dude, this is amazing. I I'm blown away by how well this mode plays because I honestly wasn't expecting to love it. I was expecting to be like, it's cool, but I'm probably just gonna stick to the 6v6 modes because it's what I like the most from a Call of Duty game. But I've made myself very clear that there's a lot of things I don't really like about 6v6 in this game. A lot of things that I don't like about Modern Warfare as a whole. I mean, I like the game more than I don't, but there's a lot of problems I have with different creative class systems, with different the fact that it's kill streaks instead of score streaks, that the time they kill was bothering me, all camping, the map design, a lot of those things were bothering me. But in this mode, none of those problems seem to be relevant at all. Like, I don't care about any of those problems when I'm playing 32v32 on this ground war map. All those problems become inexistent, and I just become immersed into this epic battle in ground war. It's a ton of fun. Is it very similar to Battlefield? Yes. Almost identical. The only difference is that it's a Call of Duty game. That's literally the difference. And of course, there's no destructible environments. But in terms of how Conquest plays in Battlefield, it's pretty much the same deal. You can spawn at each of the locations. You have your 4 teammates. The map's similar size to what you'd expect from a Battlefield game. You have vehicles that play just like Battlefield, except of course it's in a Call of Duty game, so you have the great Call of Duty mechanics and movement, and you have kill streaks. I'm so thankful they kept kill streaks in because kill streaks make mode so much fun, and I was expecting them just like from War in Call of Duty World War II, how they removed kill streaks from that mode. I was expecting them to do something similar for this. I'm really glad they didn't though. Like, insanely glad, because this is so much more fun when you're going for streaks. I've said many times, I'm not a fan of camping. I don't like how a lot of the maps in this game encourage camping. The fact that it's kill streaks instead of score streaks. But I don't mind when people are camping. Hell, I camp myself when playing Ground War because there's so many people in the game. So regardless of the fact that there's a few guys camping, like if you're playing 6v6, if like 4 or 5 guys are camping, you're having a terrible game because it's just not fun. The map is small. There's not many ways to get into locations, so you're like, all right, they're just gonna have that whole entire section of the map dominated. I'm gonna get my ass whooped because they're camping. But in this game, there's 32 players in each team. There's so much you can go for, so many areas. There's so many different types of players that exist. There's snipers. You got people in the top, mountains sniping. You got people on the helicopter sniping. You got people on the top of the towers sniping. You have people who are going on the bottom levels running gunning with SMGs and shotguns. You have people who are in the buildings through windows and such with ARs, and they're trying to, traverse through each window and trying to get as many kills as possible. And it feels like you're actually in a battle, in a full-on war. And that is something I've never experienced in a Call of Duty game before. I haven't. I've never experienced this level of insanity. Like, I love Call of Duty. I've been playing it since 2006, and I've loved their 6v6 arcadey sort of a feel. And taking that arcadey feel, but turning into something bigger like Battlefield, it just works so damn well, and I honestly did not expect it to work well at all. And I'm pleased to say that it does, which is amazing. And I'm just really excited to see what other maps they have in store, because I assume they're going to have probably like 4 or 5 of these ground war maps. They're pretty big, so I'm sure they're not going to have that many of them. But I'm just so excited to see what they're like. I'm honestly probably going to be playing this mode primarily when it comes to this game. Gunfight's a good time. I can have a good time on it, but it's too slow, too simple. I don't know. It's not for me. 6v6, 10v10, they're fun, but they're not the greatest. 20v20, I believe they do have that. And I haven't seen that yet. I don't think they have it in the beta, so that's something I'll have to test out. But this 32, it just works so damn well. The mini-map is always on your screen, and it's got a pretty big look of the map, so you see where the red dots are. So it's very, because obviously if you get a mini-map, or if you get a UAV, you have your red dots. And I don't know, I was just having the time of my life. The way the map is designed is so well too. I don't know what it is, but like the map design for the other maps I haven't really loved. But for something like 32v32, I'm okay with all these buildings and ways to get in and out of places because it actually works. And yeah, you're going to get shot in the back a lot in this mode. Just be ready to be shot in the back often because there's so many flanking routes. But since it's 32v32 and since you have the mini-map on, you can see where people are pretty consistently. At least that's what I've noticed. And you can, use the spawns to your advantage. You know where people can spawn because you can look. Like, you can predict spawns pretty easily in this mode because they're only able to spawn on their own flags as well as with teammate locations if they're in their squad together. So, you can kind of predict where the people might be, and that really makes it a lot easier for people to not get shot in the back. So you can kind of learn the map, learn the different locations that people can go. And there's so many cool little spots and neat little locations on this map that I've been having a blast getting to. Like, yeah, Battlefield's destructible environments are awesome, but I don't feel like we need that. Like, I don't feel like it's necessary to still really have a good time. Yeah, Battlefield probably feels more war-like, it probably feels more battle-like, but I just never liked Battlefield's mechanics. I never liked how clunky it feels. And this is something that Battlefield fans have wanted for a while, a modern Battlefield game. And this is basically the closest you're going to get to that, because the last modern Battlefield game was, I guess, Hardline technically, but that was like 6 years ago. And this game is just, it's giving Battlefield fans what they've wanted. They wanted a modern Battlefield game. And this is a pretty good indication of that. I just love Call of Duty's leveling up, their prestiging, the weapons, how they feel. And we have all of that, but on a Battlefield-sized map. And I'm really excited to see how they handle DLC, because I'm sure we're going to get DLC gunfight maps, DLC regular maps, DLC ground war maps. And I gotta tell you, I don't want to hop back into quick play. I don't want to play night vision mode. I don't want to play any of that. I just want to play ground war, which is weird to me because I didn't expect myself to feel that way at all previously, back when the ground war was first announced. I was excited. I always wanted Call of Duty to go this Battlefield type route, and I'm glad they did, and I really hope it stays this way. This is, I think, a must for every Call of Duty going forward. Is that too much to ask? Probably. Like, do I think Call of Duty Black Ops is going to have the capability to do that with the limited time they have? I don't know. I mean, I hope they at least try, Because imagine this style of gameplay on, like, a Vietnam map. Like, that would be awesome. And I imagine like a city map. I'm sure we're going to get some sort of a city map. That's going to be crazy. This game clearly took a lot of development time to make, and therefore I'm proud of it. And it's really sad to see such a big portion of the community just hating on it. And like I said, it's a simple reason. It's just because, A, they're not good at it. And you might be like, oh, stop with that stupid excuse. Just because someone doesn't like a game doesn't mean they're bad at it. That's kind of how it usually is. That's from at least what I've noticed. People tend to not like games that they're not good at. They tend to like games that they're good at. It's as simple as that. It's such a textbook definition of what people like. They like things they're good at. Why wouldn't you? Walter White loved cooking meth because he was good at it. That's just how it is. So if you don't like a game, I'm gonna assume you're possibly not bad. You're not good at it. You could be good at it and still hate it. That's possible. Or you can be bad at something and still like it. That's also possible. But it's just more likely that you probably aren't good at the game if you hate it. That's just how it goes. Because people don't have fun constantly dying and not being able to get streaks. But getting chopper gunners, nukes, that's a ton of fun. Come on. We all know it is. Getting kills is fun. That's the most satisfying feeling in COD, is getting kills. It just feels so good, especially getting like feeds and stuff like that. If you're just constantly getting blown up by grenades, getting shot across the map, you start to blame the game rather than blame yourself, even though you just might not be good at it. And I'm sorry, but that's a lot of the reasons why people are hating on this game, is because of that. And also, people are getting mad at the camping. I understand that, and I agree it's not a good thing, but is it enough to cancel your pre-order, say it's absolutely shit? I mean, it's up to you, but I don't know. Whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Enjoy my new outro. I don't know why I made this, but just enjoy it anyways. Just don't. Just you see the outro. You make your own opinion on it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.